Hey, good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. I am back. Was just hanging out up on top of the Bluebill Avenue Bridge in North Naples, waiting for the sun to pop up over the trees here so we could get a peek at it before we start our beach walk. Looks like it's going to be a glorious morning here. 67 degrees right now. We're going to head over to the beach in just a minute. See how that red tide is doing. Rose, good morning. It is beautiful. A beautiful morning for sure. Thanks for tuning in. Hit that share button. Don't be hogging all this beauty to yourself. Share it with your friends. November 30th. Another month zip by us. The Bluebill Avenue Bridge. Jerry, good morning. Mr. Sunshine in all of his splendor. Wow. Cross over to the other side here. Oop. That's looking up to the north. A little bit of a haze, it looks like, on the horizon. A little warmer this morning than yesterday morning. Still quiet along Gulf Shore Drive here up in North Naples. Still not many folks back in their condos yet since the hurricane. It's a never-ending stream of equipment to clean up the mess here. So this evening, I'm thinking about going and taking a little stroll around Mercado. The shops in North Naples, they're Mercado shops. Some of you are familiar with it. They got their Christmas lights up, and tonight they light their Christmas tree, which is a real Christmas tree, not an artificial tree. Take a peek at that. They're gonna light the tree around 7 p.m. this evening. It says around. Got all kinds of festivities that they do around the lighting of the tree, before and after. So we'll go over and check that out. Give you a peek at their Mercado. That is up at the corner of US 41 North and Vanderbilt Beach Road. Gulf Shore Drive, looking south down Gulf Shore Drive. Slowly coming back, slowly making its comeback. See, they still have the entrance to the park closed off here to the circle. This is the Bluebell Beach access up in North Naples. I'm thinking they're going to open that south access point down on Vanderbilt Beach Road one of these days, getting close. So, no dead fish today.
High tide, so tough on.
Yeah, that
Can't have it all.
I'll take no dead fish.
Yeah, me too.
Have a great day, Elsie. There's our park entrance there. They are working away in the park. It's going to be closed for quite a while, but by the way, another quick update. These restrooms are closed, but they do have some portable facilities in here for you. They do have some portable restrooms up at the Bluebell entrance. Oh, here comes one of the cleanup trucks now, one of the trucks that hauls the debris. They're just in and out of the park all day long. All day. Doing a good job. People say they never heard of this. Bluebell Beach. What? Bluebell Beach access. Well, that's what it's called. A lot of people know about it. They just don't know what it's called. But if you Google it, that's what you're going to find. It's just to the south of the entrance to Del Nor-Wiggins. You see a lot of these trucks in town now in Southwest Florida. A very common sight as he exits the park with his load of trash. So Elsie said, no dead fish on the beach. That's good news. If we run into Dexter this morning. Hopefully that red tide has calmed down a little bit. Not stinking the place up like it was before. Gosh, a couple days ago it was just rotten out here. Horrible, horrible, horrible stench out here. Looks like some folks are already out there in their chairs. God bless them. Feel sorry. That one little palm tree, I don't know if it's going to make it with the couple palm fronds tilting over. Maybe. You never know. Well, let's truck on out to the beach. Tide is just turning, just starting to go out. It's going to be a little tough walking, I think, out here at high tide. Water temperature is around 77. Delnor Wiggins Pass State Park over to my right here. Closed until further notice. Please, please, please stay out of Delnor Wiggins. That means completely out. Do not even attempt to walk up the shoreline. Stay out of the park, off its beach, off its shoreline. Let the cleanup crews do their job, please. Don't interfere. There's no reason to be in there. There's plenty of beach to walk and run on. You don't need to be in there. There's signs posted everywhere. They are in English. Sorry, they're not multi-language. Stop. Well, one sign blew around. Stop, stop. Park closed. You get the message. You get the message. Stay out of Delnor Wiggins. They have attack ospreys that will get you if you go in the park. Still got advisories out here warning people of debris in the water. Storm water, you know what that means? That means dirty water. Go swimming at your own risk. Jump in, have a good time if you want to, if you're brave enough. Not this boy, I'm going to stay out for a little while longer. Well, not smelling bad here. Not smelling bad. So far, so good. Vanderbilt Beach in North Naples, Florida. So our friend Christine from the Naples Park shuttle, she saw a dolphin when she was driving over the bridge yesterday evening. That's kind of cool. You do see them back in there every now and then. Dolphins and manatees. That's a good sign. Naples Park Shuttle, she's out here in the mornings, afternoons, and evenings, giving folks a lift over that bridge if you don't want to walk over that bridge from Connor Park to the beach. It's a free service. She just operates on tips. So remember that. Just like me, it's a free service. I just operate on tips. That's how I get by. How I squeak by each month. Which reminds me, if you're liking what you're seeing, those tips are appreciated. Especially right now, the end of the month. This is the big time. You can find a link to my PayPal account in the description of this post if you'd like to send a little thank you. Really need to get some more subscribers here too. If you all want to see these morning walks continue, keep our family together, our beach family together, I need to get some more subscribers to my Southwest Florida television page. Those of you that have subscribed, thank you, thank you, thank you. Those of you that send tips, thank you. Those of you that send Facebook stars, thank you. And of course, above all, thank you for being a friend. And thank you for being here with me this morning. Some of you have been here since the start. Look at that sun just glowing over there. Wow. Wolfgang, good morning. Boy, gorgeous colors this morning. Beautiful deep orange this morning before sunrise, just before sunrise. Check out that first live feed this morning. Gorgeous. And as always, every time if you see any photos or videos here on my Southwest Florida Facebook page, my Southwest Florida Television Facebook page, gotta put the television in there, my YouTube channel, anything you see, give it a share. Don't just like it, give it a share. Help spread the word around. So far, no, I haven't noticed any dead fish on the beach. Take a deep breath. I don't smell any red tide. Now remember, that doesn't mean it's not here. Just because it is probably lurking about just offshore here. That red tide just doesn't go away overnight. And the wind is going to shift. Right now the wind's kind of an offshore wind, so it's blowing things offshore. But later today that wind's going to turn around and come in from the Gulf. So let's keep our fingers crossed that it doesn't bring that red tide back in close to us. There are lots of dead fish out in the water. I saw somebody commented yesterday they did a boat ride and did see a lot of fish floating out on the water. Sad. But we know it's there. But at least we can enjoy our beach for the time being. MC, good morning. As I look up to the north, if you're just tuning in, from the north end of Vanderbilt Beach, Del Norwiggins Pass State Park up there, Bonita Beach in the distance. Jim, good morning. Pretty darn calm out here this morning. Pelicans scooting by. Quite quiet here this morning. Little willet bird over here walking down the beach with me. Scurrying to get out of my way. Good morning. That big dead tarpon is still up here on the beach. Yuck. I don't know how it got way up there. Somebody must have drug it up here, because it's way above the water line. But that's a 4-foot long fish right there. That tarpon. Succumbed to red tide. That is a big fish. So sad. So sad. I heard people walk, whew, it stinks. I heard people walking by that yesterday saying, oh, there must be red tide out here. Goodness gracious, people. Do you live in a cave or something? It's It's real obvious there's red tide here. If you don't know what red tide is, it's 2 words. Red tide. Google it. Learn all about it. Google is a wonderful thing. You can find out all kinds of information. You can get the facts, not just people's opinions on social media. So much misinformation on social media. And people believe it, and then they spread it around. I saw somebody made a comment yesterday that she heard they have something to put in the water that kills red tide. Huh. That's cool. They need to get on that. I know they're working on it feverishly. They actually have a marine, I think it's marine biology school at Florida Gulf Coast University, and that's one of the things they're studying. Is maybe finding a way to either slow down or get rid of the red tide. Come up with some kind of organism to eat it. But we'll figure out a way to dirty up the water again. We always do. Pretty much with a hurricane, with a big hurricane, comes a red tide afterwards. That's when we had our really, really bad red tide, was after Hurricane, what was it, the last nut? Irma. What is it with the eyes? Ian and Irma were bad, bad, bad hurricanes. Ooh, just saw some fish jumping out of the water, feeding. Something chasing after them. Just heard some splashing here. Probably some snook going after some little bait fish. Got the attention of a little snowy egret. I might actually run the battery down on my gimbal this morning. I've never done that. I thought I'd give it a whirl and see how long it actually lasts one time. It's supposed to run for 8 hours. So I've been using it for several days now. And it's down to its last little blinking light. Figured it'd give me a couple hours maybe, if I'm lucky. Water's not looking too bad. Looks like it might be getting a little clearer. You get a better look at it when that sun gets up a little higher in the sky. Boy, it should be easy to see a dolphin if one popped up now. It's so calm. There's some little ripples coming in here this morning. Oh, I hope this video is warming you up a little bit. At least warming you up on the inside. Warming up your hearts. A little of the Florida sun. If you're enjoying the views, hit that share button. If you're liking what I'm doing here, send some stars on Facebook. You can show your appreciation by sending stars on Facebook. I get a penny for each star that you send. And I do depend on your financial support to make ends meet. So thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Judy, you have a wonderful day. That's the La Playa. Most of you recognize that by now, I'm sure, over on the left. So calm here this morning. Calm and quiet, except for the sound of the La Playa's generators in the background. If you do come up here for a walk on the beach, hey, thanks for the stars. The closer you stay to the water, the better off you are. It's still debris up on that half of the beach. Not the easiest walking in places there. You're better off staying closer to the water. And I would say stay out of the water, just my opinion, for now. Good morning. No worries.
I watched your channel a lot, and I haven't been on it for a while. Way back when Roy.
Oh yeah,
I'd met
yeah.
You 3, 4, 5 years
Yeah, how are you doing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm doing well. Is it John?
Rob.
Rob.
Well, it's good.
Okay.
Good to see you.
What is your site again?
It's Southwest Florida Television. Yeah, SWFL TV.
Oh,
If you put that in, it might pop up. It's on Facebook and
Yeah.
YouTube both.
Yeah.
It's not always on YouTube. Sometimes Facebook doesn't save the videos right, and I can't get them over to YouTube.
In fact, it reminded me. I think I found Bluebill, just as you come across the bridge in there.
Uh-huh.
And a couple of neighbors were talking about that. I said, guys, I've got to get on that.
Are you in the towers? The Vanna?
Right across, as you come across the bridge, just to the right. Those
Yeah.
Right there by the canal, foot of the bridge there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're undergoing a lot of.
I know. I've got some friends there in the Tower 1.
Oh.
And yeah, I don't even know. I mean, there's people living in there, but they told me the power keeps going on and off.
Yeah,
And
see, our elevator's been out since.
yeah, that's a big problem with all these places.
Yeah.
I mean, and they're talking a year out for parts. It's crazy.
Part here, telling me I talked to the theme again. It could be a couple of years.
Could be. Hopefully not, but hopefully they'll get like a stage 1 open for us. We all miss it, believe me. Yeah, I blew out my flip-flops. Have a good one. Yep, it's good seeing you. Take care. Somebody that used to, I can't remember his name. He used to chat with me on the beach. He used to come up and sit with Roy and chat with Roy. But he lives in those condos that are just at the bottom of the bridge to the right, to the north. Yeah, all these places, they got, the huge problem is not having elevators here. Some of them still working on getting them cleaned up, and some of them I think might still be without electricity. But I know the elevators are a big problem. If you don't have an elevator, some of these big condos, that's brutal. And that's La Playa there. Again, all you people that love the La Playa, last I heard is they're shooting for opening the bay side of the hotel, the other side, the opposite side we're looking at here, which would be the front of the hotel, mid-December, and then the Gulf side sometime in January. Ooh, we had a little dropout in our connection. Anyway, I hope they're right on their predictions there for opening. We hadn't had a dropout in our cellular connection for a while here. Didn't have a cellular connection after the hurricane for a while. It's terrible. Gosh, up to the north of us, there's still people without internet and cellular service. It's killing their businesses. William, good morning. Happy Wednesday. November 30th, the end of the month. The end of hurricane season. Yay! Let's hope the hurricanes pay attention to that. It's like we know it's the end of hurricane season, but do the hurricanes know? Does Mother Nature know? Well, yesterday I shared a video of what night did we go down to the pier? Monday evenings, afterglow, after sunset. Oh my gosh, the sky just lit up. It was gorgeous. Be sure to check out that video, and if you like it, give it a share. Absolutely gorgeous. I was having a hard time breathing down the pier. The red tide was bad Monday evening. Had me coughing quite a few times. Hopefully we'll be running into Dexter here soon. Get a report from him what things look like a little further down to the south here. Of our little feathered friends. enough of me, I guess. Another one flying by. I don't know what they have planned for the south access to Vanderbilt Beach, the one at the end of Vanderbilt Beach Road. I don't know if they're going to try to open that up, put in a little pathway for people, or I don't know what they're going to do, but it would be awesome if they'd open that up. Even just for foot traffic. I know the garage is still closed. People are asking about the garage. Well, it was closed the other day when I went by there. Really easy to find out those answers. You just go on the Collier County Parks and Recreation website, and it tells you what facilities are open and what are closed. Well, it tells you what's open. Let's put it that way. So if it's not on the open list, it's closed. Still have not smelled any red tide this morning. Not at all. That's here in North Naples. You know, it's different everywhere you go. You know, if you Google FWC, the letter F like Florida, FWC, that's the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation. FWC, red tide. You can subscribe to their emails, and you can just get emails. They send you out a map every 3 days of where the red tide is. It's a little delayed, but that's what I do. And there's also apps. If you Google red tide apps, there's some good apps out there. There are good ones you got to pay for. I know Noah has a good one. I think it's about $10. Shows you the wind direction, where it's going to be blowing the red tide, where it's been, where it's going. It's a very good app. I just didn't feel like spending $10. Hey, thank you for the stars. I get a penny for each star that you see there. It adds up. It all adds up. Every dollar counts right now, believe me. I appreciate your support. I appreciate you appreciating me. Right now, the end of the month, tips are hugely, hugely important. I do appreciate the stars, but Those tips go a little further than the stars. You can always find a link to my PayPal account in the description of this post if you'd like to send a little token of appreciation. You can also find me on Venmo and on Apple Pay. One of our friends convinced me to use Apple Pay. I'd never used it, didn't realize how easy it was to use. Our friend Mark Walker. So again, this evening, right now, I'm planning on going over to Mercado and sharing some of their Christmas lights with you. Tonight is their tree lighting. I don't know if I want to actually be right there in that mob for that. That is on local television here, which is probably streamed on ABC 7 from Fort Myers. ABC 7, they're the ones that carry it locally on television. The Mercado tree lighting. But thought I'd go over there, maybe see Pete and Nancy over there. Robert, anybody else, if you see me live, hunt me down and say hello. Can't guarantee I'm going to be allowed to go live there. I don't know what their policies are in the Mercado. I've seen lots of videos people make there, but I don't know what it could harm. Free publicity. But if they do have an issue with it, I won't be supporting them anymore. Seeing some little fish jumping out here in the water. We're seeing some ripples. I don't know if you can see them out here. Look close. There's all these little ripples, fish coming up, rolling over. Probably getting chased by bigger fish. Sounds like raindrops. You can hear them jumping up out of the water. Sounds like rain hitting the water out here. Boy, remember all the schools of fish we'd see at Delnor Wiggins back in the old days? Oh, just millions of them, those little bait fish. The water was black with them. And then the birds coming in, the flocks of birds coming in, feeding on them. I'll bet you Dexter's going to tell me he saw a dolphin. Watch. If he's here. I thought I'd run into him by now. I thought I heard him say hi, Rob, this morning going over the bridge. It was dark. I was taking some pictures and I wasn't paying attention. I thought I heard him say, hey, Rob. Hey, if you're just tuning in, no red tide here. I've not smelled any red tide this morning, and on Vanderbilt Beach, haven't seen any dead fish on Vanderbilt Beach. One of these mornings, real soon, I want to make it down there, down by Park Shore. I want to get on the beach by Park Shore and see what that looks like. And I want to walk up to Clam Pass. If you can get in the park there, you can walk on the beach in Clam Pass and see what that looks like. Not seen that since the hurricane, what it looks like. Uh-oh, my light is blinking. My gimbal, the battery of my gimbal is getting low here. My gimbal, I'm just gonna probably run it out here this morning, run the battery out. So what I think I'm gonna do is start up another feed right now. So stay tuned, I shall return. Hopefully I'll see you in a couple minutes. It's not gonna take long here. But if I don't see you, have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. Remember, tips and stars, hugely appreciated. Tips right now, the end and beginning of the month, those tips are hugely, hugely appreciated. Look for the link to my PayPal account in the description of this post. Thanks for being a friend. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay strong. Tally-ho, everyone, tally-ho. For Southwest Florida Television, I'm Robb Stan. God bless.